Alright, this video is for Jojo and Bella. First video is going to be about this skill. I'm just trying to make sure I've given you guys enough resources to be prepared for the quiz. I'd like to take it before the end of the week, but if it runs after the break, that's okay too. I know Jojo, you're not feeling well. Bella, you're here, so if we could get it done by the end of the week, that'd be great, and then Jojo will just play it by ear, see how it goes. But at least you can start working on these, making sure you're feeling comfortable if you're not already. Okay, so this one's for the first one. This is a link you can use to get directly to some skills. Some of these will be on the quiz, so I can't tell you which ones, but we can go through a couple here to show what kind of balancing and manipulations we're making on the equation. So our first one is going to be P times V equals N times R times T. Let me make this a little bigger. I'm going to go ahead and write with some red. Okay. So we got P times V equals N times R. Oh, for some reason it's not letting me write. There we go. Times T. All right, and we want to solve for P. Whoops, I just put it in Spanish. We want to solve for P. Okay, and I have to rewrite that, I guess. By the way, you can always speed up the speed of this video if it's too slow for you. You guys know how to do that, I hope. If not, just ask me, I'll tell you how. N times R times T. We want to get P by itself. So we want to see what's happening between the P and the V. We already know that it's multiplication. So we want to do the, hey dude. Thanks, bud. Sorry about that. We want to get P by itself, and it looks like we're multiplying by V, so we want to do the inverse of that, inverse operation, which means opposite. The opposite of multiplication is division. And we want to get P by itself, so we're going to divide by V. Rules of balancing say we must do that to both sides, so I'm going to do that to both sides. And these end up being 1. V over V is just 1, and 1 times P is just P. So we get P by itself, which is exactly what we wanted. N times R times T all over V, and there's really nothing else we can do here. This will be the solution to the problem. NRT all over V. I think it's a capital V. I don't know if it'll matter, but we'll just put it in. Nice. Okay, so that you will see that where it's a one-step division on both sides. Expect to see that on the test or the quiz, something of that nature. Probably different variables, but a similar style problem. Here we have Z equals W minus X plus Y. Okay. Okay, that's an X. We want to solve for Y. You can see here. So we want to get Y by itself. We have Y over here. It looks like we have 2 problems we need to get rid of. We need to get rid of this negative X and this positive W. We'll probably do that one at a time. And there's actually a couple ways you can go about doing this. I'll show you one of the ways. We want to get Y by itself, so let's get rid of this negative X. Okay. If we want to get rid of a negative X, we add X. The inverse of that, inverse of subtracting X is adding X. If I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other. Z plus X is what I'm left with over here. I have a W. My X is gone, plus Y. Okay, so I got Z plus X equals W plus Y. I still want to get Y by itself. I need to take care of this. It's a positive W, so yes, we need to subtract it from both sides. Okay, so this cancels out. W minus W is nothing. We're left with Y on this side, which is exactly what we want. And now we have z plus x minus w. Z plus x minus w. And that should be all we need. Remember, they're going to tell us to solve for a particular variable. That just means we want to get that variable by itself by manipulating the equation. You'll notice we had two steps here. Move the x over, inverse operation or opposite operation, and then get rid of the w. Do it to both sides on both of those, and we end up with a new equation. This should be right. Nice. Here's another division 1 single step. We want to get a by itself, right? So I'm going to, you might already know what to do, and that's fine. You can skip this part if you think so, but I'm just going to show you. F equals m times a. We want to get a by itself, so it's multiplication happening there. I'm going to do the opposite of multiplication. I want to get rid of the m because I want a by itself, so I'm going to divide by m on both sides. M divided by m is just 1. 1 times a is just a, so I'm going to write a. And then I'm left with f divided by m on this side. There's nothing else I can do except to write it that way. F over m divided by m rather, and we're good. Okay, I think I'll leave it there. That's about the extent of what you'll see on the quiz for these types of problems where we're solving for one variable. There is one other style that we'll see, but I'll show you that in a different video. That'll be on the document that's helpful for you. All right, let me know if you have any questions.